And welcome to another episode of the Riverside TV Coach's Perspective as we preview the big game on Friday night as we go back to the River Valley League for Hillcrest taking on La Sierra. You can watch the game live on the City of Riverside YouTube channel, the City of Riverside Facebook page, as well as the TV cable channels and watchriverside.com. Joining us in studio right now and looking very good, if I can add with a beard, the head coach of your Trojans, John Brandom. First time you've ever grown out a beard, you were telling me. It looks good.
It can be a little patchy. I don't know. It's still, I don't know. My wife likes it, so I guess that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. There's only one person it needs to matter to, right?
Right.
So you guys have La Sierra, another River Valley League game this Friday on Riverside TV. Coach, right now 3-0 in league play. You've got the inside track. You've got the driver's seat. You control your own destiny, all those cliches. I mean, it must feel pretty good to be on top and know that if you win out, you don't have to worry about anything else.
Yeah, our first three games were big games of the season in our league. And first big one out of the game was Notre Vista. And gosh, I didn't expect the results. I thought we could win, but the way we won was very encouraging. It's kind of like a little bit of fire under our butts, and you're like, whoa, hey, it's kind of nice when you got everybody playing. And like I mentioned to you earlier, this week in and week out, we had some guys missing for whatever reason in the non-league schedule, and we had some really solid teams that we played, and it was good in the end. It was rough going through it at times, trying to find some positives and things of that nature, but. We got through a lot of those things, and we needed a lot of that controversy and or adversity to get to where we are right now. So
growing pains, right?
Yeah, I think we're just we're a lot closer as a team right now, a lot more accountable to each other, and not being finger pointers, being thumb pointers. What can I do to make the team great for my teammates, for my coaches, for my players, and all that kind of stuff. So we've evolved into something pretty good right now.
So you're coming off a blowout win against Patriot. You're basically full strength, I guess, at this point. I feel like Hillcrest is trending up. I mean, do you feel like maybe even the best is still yet to come for this team?
I really think it is. We've got so many sophomores that are starting for us right now, and that was part of the deal also. Coming into earlier in the season, go against some pretty solid teams that we just had a lot of youth, and they just made youthful mistakes, and the game was a little fast for him sometimes, especially at quarterback. And Cameron has really it's slowed down for him, and he's really coming into his own right now. And he's the main guy I can really think about that's really improved his game and just being a quarterback.
So you've got some key skill position players, right, who are kind of learning on the job, I guess you could say, right, going through the teeth of non-league and now into league play and what looks to be like maybe a playoff run in CIF as well. So, I mean, all this experience, I guess they're gathering along the way. Hopefully it's going to pay off in November, right?
Yeah, it's you kind of divide it. I think the last time we were here, we talked about dividing our season into a few different sections. And, the pre-league section was just, oh gosh, I was expecting to go through some difficulties, but holy cow, man!
The hill was a mountain, right?
Yeah, gosh darn, but we held it together, and it's just those guys have just they're playing more confident now.
Yeah.
They're playing more focused. With a sophomore or a young guy, you kind of run into them just being silly, not being able to focus on the right things, and so on and so forth, being accountable to his teammates. And sometimes they try to talk themselves into being the greatest guys in the world, and they're more important than anybody else too. But I think we're at a point again right now where we don't have that anymore, and it was because of the rough times we had to go through. So going forward, I think we have the sky's the limit, but we've been knocked out of the sky so many times that you just got to understand that you play away. It's a real long trip to the outhouse, or to the penthouse rather, from the outhouse, but you can get down there in 1 second if you're not careful.
Especially in the wacky world of the River Valley League.
Exactly.
I know you've got La Sierra on Friday. This is a team that's basically got nothing to lose. They've got to win out to have a chance to make the playoffs. Whether it's La Sierra, or anybody else, when you play a team that's desperate for a win, it could always be challenging, right? You don't want to stub your toe. You're trying to win out and go 5-0 in the River Valley League, and this is a team, La Sierra team, that needs a win. They need a win to stay in the hunt.
Yeah, this is a really neat rivalry, to be honest with you. it's the nephew version of the Corona Norco rivalry for years.
Yeah.
You know, but there's that animosity in there.
What, the battle for the bell? It's a bell, right?
Backyard bell.
Like an actual bell. That's
an actual bell, the Roger Folsom backyard bell, and dedicated to Roger Folsom, who was the athletic director and original coach there at La Sierra, who's been a real big mentor in my life as well. But they took it from us last year, and last year was our preparation that week was it was maybe the worst week of preparation that we've ever had of my head coaching, and we just self-destructed last year, and they were able to take advantage of that self-destruction, and they beat us, and it was a big tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
Since then, we're completely different. I think one of the reasons is because that did happen.
Yeah.
And we've got some pretty vivid visions of revenge going through our heads right now.
That was a tough game last year,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
Is it too early? 'Cause I know you're 3-0 in the RVL right now, and again, the driver's seat, right, to win the league championship. Is it too early to start looking at those other schools you might see in the CIF playoffs?
No, we're gathering film. We're we're getting the schools that you're going to have to get through.
Yeah.
I mean, that first, second round, you never know who you're going to get. But as you get deeper into the playoffs, you're looking for some of the teams we were talking about before, the Bonitas and the Highlands and the Eisenhowers and so on and so forth, that are ranked higher in our division with us. We're going to have to get through one or two or maybe all three of them, who knows. And we're trying to gather film and talk to some folks that have played against them and get their take on them and see them on. We were able to see them Bonita live on Saturday. One of my assistants went over my OC, and they're pretty good. Right now where we're at in our league, we are concentrating on us, and us. We got to have better knee bend. We got a better strike. We got to have better tackling, better blocking.
Right now, is it about the small details,
totally.
like the little things?
100%. Our opponent is La Sierra. You don't really have to. I mean, the energy is going to be there. It's like when Biggie Smalls and Tupac got in that big thing right there.
Rap battle.
Yeah.
Friday night.
And Tupac, the last hit 'em up.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the mindset we're going in, is a hit 'em up mindset that he had with Biggie. But with that being said, we've got to look tremendously at us and what we're doing, and just kind of get refined going into the playoffs.
Yeah, because really, I mean, these are the last couple of games before you get to the playoffs. I know league titles are very important. You hang banners for league titles. They're very important. But I know for you guys, and I think you were ranked, right, in the top 10 at different parts of this season. Maybe a league title's nice, but also kind of keeping in mind of, hey, maybe we can bring home a CIF title at Riverside. Who knows?
Well, we started the season actually, weirdly enough, that we were ranked number one in our division. But
that's right, yeah.
But we got knocked down after 3 losses in a row to, again, some solid teams. But there were a couple of them, especially, there were games that we should have or could have won had we not done some different things. So in a roundabout way, we're back in the top half of the poll at this time.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about winning and losing the rankings, and that it just comes with how you play.
Yeah.
We go with process more than anything, and it, again, kind of coincides with what we're really working on this year, or this week rather, is what we do in the process of how we work and prepare, and how we play will determine the outcome and the rankings at the end of the season.
So it's Hillcrest against La Sierra this Friday night on Riverside TV. Then you guys finish up Week 10, the final week of the regular season, against Jurupa Valley. As the Trojans now trying to go to 5-0 in the River Valley League and clinch that league championship. You can watch the Eagles and Trojans live right here on Riverside TV. Again, the YouTube channel, the Facebook page for the City of Riverside, on the TV cable channels, and watchriverside.com. Coach, good seeing you.
All right.
Don't lose the beard. Keep the beard. Keep the beard. Doesn't matter what everyone else says. Keep the beard.
Can't wait to see Jeff on Friday.
You love Jeff Gorham here on Riverside TV. We'll see you next time on the Riverside TV Coach's Perspective.